And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2. And Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
And the starting group for the Spurs. We've got Wells, Big Red out there with Vaughn. Then it's Silk, and it's Zeller in power forward. Here's Big Red. Pass to Meeks. To the inside. Shot by Zeller, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Clutch. And here's Fisher. Here's Shepard. Vaughn with the rebound. Now, here's Meeks. He's covered by Fisher. Meeks passes to Reyes. Here's Zeller. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies on offense. Here's Shepard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
And so Fisher will bring it up for the Grizzlies. A nice shot by Hudson.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Big Red. San Antonio again missing. Here's Hudson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Hudson's got his second bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Big Red. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And it's Shepard missing.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down. Oh, nice job protecting the rim. Turning an easy bucket into a miss.
And Fisher kicks to Hudson. Lets it go from deep. Nailed from three-point land. Hudson's got 7 points in the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Vaughn. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Shepard. Wells grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 7. And it's Fisher with the rebound. Fisher's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's the pick. For the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Here's Shepard. Gardner trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Zeller. It's good. He has 5.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Hudson. 7 points in the game. And it's Shepard missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here's Tiny. Still scoreless. And another miss by Memphis. Wells kicks to Vaughn. For 3. A three-pointer is right on target. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
The Caddies check in for the Grizzlies. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery, Stan, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
Pocket 2, count that one.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Pass to Shepard. They set the pick. The 3 gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Smith dishes to Wells. Here's Big Red beyond the arc. Rebounded by Hudson.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Hudson. He's got 7. True on the 14-footer. Hudson's got 9.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, look, he's got the link to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
After back-to-back 50-win seasons, Stan, last season was frustrating for the Memphis Grizzlies in almost every way.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. They went 27-55. Due to suspension and injuries, they only got 9 games from their star, Ja Morant. But they still have a lot of young talent and still a team that can be very competitive in the future.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
San Antonio with the ball after Memphis gets the 3. Stolen away. And it's Memphis on the break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Ellis is checked in for Memphis. The Spurs also with the sub. Garbage man, he's checked in for Big Red. Here's Wells. Nothing on the board. Now here is Smith. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Meeks. Here's Olsen. The Grizzlies pull it in. And here is Ellis. Pass to Shepard. They set the pick. Goes up from the top of the key. And it's Memphis with another. Spurs trail by 9. Meeks with it. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's the kid. Ellis surveying the D. Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to the kid. Clock at 4. Rebound by Smith. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for San Antonio. And the dunk by Zeller.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Hudson. 9 points in the game so far. Now Shepard. Here's the 3. That one, no good. Spurs trail by 7. Here is Garbage Man. Hasn't made one yet. Smith kicks to Wells. From outside the arc, hits it from three-point range.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Hudson the pass to Ellis. Pass to Hudson. Another shot, and it's good on the layup. Hudson's got 11 points.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Now here's Zeller. He's got 10. Now here's Meeks. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Here's the kid, covered by Smith. Jawai, the pass to Mark, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Pass to Zeller. And here is Wells. Here is Garbage Man. No scoring in this one. Puts up a deep 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Hudson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside, here's Myers, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Zeller. Pass to Garbage Man. Zeller setting the pick for Smith. Zeller with it. Rebounded by Hudson. Hudson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Prime time's checked in for Memphis. Fisher comes in for Shepard. San Antonio also making some changes. Fresh is checked in for Silk, and Big Red subbed in for Wells. Shots good by Ellis.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
And that one's good. Big Red. Reyes has got 6. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 8 and will be... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
On the floor for San Antonio, the magician out there with Fresh, and it's Smith, and there's Big Red, and it's Olsen in at the 3 spot. Clock at 6. High arcing shot, and that one is off. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Here's Torres. Top of the key jumper, no good. And San Antonio shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Pass to Fresh. Here's Reyes. Sinks the triple. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Fisher outside. Here's Primetime. He's covered by Fresh. Keller passes to Fisher. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Shoots over Van Vliet. Great touch on the 16-footer. And the Grizzlies lead by 7. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They've led by as much as 10. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Primetime's checked in for Ellis. And it's Tiny in for the bodyguard. One's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Big Red. He's got 9. Now here's Fresh. Here's Reyes. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Here's the kid, covered by Van Vliet. Here's Jawai. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. To the middle. Van Vliet passes to Reyes. Over Jawai. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Drops in the tray. Van Vliet's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Tiny. Still yet to score. And Fisher throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. So Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future. Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Big Red, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gardner. Garbage man with the rebound. Garbage man's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. Keller passes to Reyes. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
On the wing, Fisher. Connects from 3-point range. Fisher's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And there aren't many players more reliable from 3-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut back down again to 6 with the basket from Reyes.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Vaughn. And the rebound goes to Murphy.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
The kid can't hit. Spurs trail by 6. Van Vliet passes to Olsen. They set the screen. Vaughn. The 3-pointer off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
To the inside. Here's Olsen. Pass to Van Vliet. No good on the 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Here's Tiny. He has yet to score. Here's Primetime. To the wing on the left. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Van Vliet passes to Vaughn. Pass to Fresh. Fires the 3. Garbage man misses. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And here's Fisher. He's got 10. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. Here's Vaughn. Here's Big Red. It's rebounded by Memphis. Fisher's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jawai, the pass to Keller. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, not really much you could do to stop him there. You want your players to go hard at the bucket like that.
Here's Vaughn. They set the pick. Here's Reyes. Misses from short range.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Jawai, the pass to Keller. Shoots a fader. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Vaughn gets the bucket. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Gardner passes to Murphy. Good on the triple. Murphy's got 5 now.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Vaughn, the pass to Keller. Pass to Big Red. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. He's got 17.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And a wide open look for Fisher. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. to Van Vliet. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Here's Tiny. Driving to the basket. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Grizzlies have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clutch, he's checked in for prime time. Hudson comes in for prime time. And Shepard subbed in for the kid. San Antonio also making some changes. Silks checked in for Fresh. Zeller comes in for the Magician. And Wells is subbed in for Garbage Man. Spurs trail by 7. Estevon. Zeller against Hudson. And Wells launches it from deep. They get it back. Here's Meeks. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Here's Shepard. And finished off by Shepard.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Pass to Big Red. And Zeller kicks to Vaughn. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Meeks passes to Vaughn. And stolen by Fisher. To the right side. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. That's good. And the assist goes to Fisher. Shepard's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies. Pass to Zeller. Meeks on the wing. Shot clock at 5. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Lets the 3 fly. Vaughn can't get it to go.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Grizzlies have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
To the middle. Looking to end the run. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Pass to Clutch. This one for 3. And it's Shepard missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
No problems knocking that one down. And that's 12 points for T.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Shepard with the ball. He's got 17. There's a good screen. Here's Tiny. Launches it from deep. Zeller grabs the board. Spurs trail by 10. Pass to Big Red. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agreed, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. Here's Shepard. That one doesn't go. And so it's Memphis in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans at court stop. One more, please. They're thinking about the shot.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from Big Red.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Tiny out there with Shepard. Then there's Hudson. And it's Fisher. And it's Meyer in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Wells kicks to Zeller. And still gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Zeller. And so here's Memphis. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Hudson. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. The open shot, Shepard busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Shepard's got 19 points. Spurs trail by 11. Now Meeks. The Grizzlies pull it in. Clutch has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. From downtown, Shepard, that's good. Shepard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage. The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Meeks. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
No good from Hudson. Spurs trail by 10. Over in the corner, Zeller. Pass to Big Red. Sinks the three-pointer. Reyes has got 5 points in the quarter.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
Well, that's the best way to neutralize that size advantage, make him defend out on the perimeter.
Here's Hudson. 13 points in the game. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Meeks. And another miss by Memphis. The Spurs have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Reyes. Fisher with the block. And they recover it. Pass to Big Red. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Chalk up 2 there. And the Grizzlies lead by 7. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Zeller finds Meeks. Here's Reyes. No good from outside. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Shepard with the ball. 22 points for him. Here's Hudson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. Spurs trail by 10. Wells dishes to Meeks. Here's Big Red. He's got 26. Pass to Meeks. Here's Zeller. The long distance three is buried. Zeller's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for San Antonio. Here's Hudson. 16 points for him. Here's Shepard. Here's Gardner. Goes back up. Got a hand on it. Zeller against Hudson. Here's Vaughn. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, pass to Meeks. Here's Vaughn. Here's Reyes. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. To the paint. Here's Meyer. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they performed at the line.
And so he hits both.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Here's Big Red. Back to Zeller. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Memphis ball.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Pass to Tiny. Here's Hudson. 16 points for him. Screen by Fisher. Wells with the steal. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA's 65 games requirement for postseason awards has drawn some criticism. But Adam Silver says, ultimately, this is about the fans and putting the best product forward. Load management was not working for us. This is having the desired effect. The guys are on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, they want to be on the floor, right? Keep them tuning in. Good stuff, D.A. Thank you. Pass to Zeller. They need this, and that's good off the glass that time. Zeller's got 20.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
No good from Hudson. Spurs trail by 12. Pass to Vaughn. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, I love how aggressive they've been. They've been taking it right into contact, and then they're going to the line and converting.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
Mason, he checked in for Tiny. San Antonio making a switch here. Smith has checked in. And it's Mason with the ball for the Grizzlies. 11-point game. To the wing right side. And there's Shepard on the assist by Mason. That's 28 points for ABC.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Hudson with a screen on Smith. Here's Shepard. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
The Spurs have only made 2 attempts, shooting poorly at the line in this one. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Cassell's checked in. That's good for Meeks. Here's Shepard. And he has 28 points for the game. Outside, Fisher. Pass to Shepard. A shake. There's the try. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in. Shepard's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Zeller passes to Meeks. Here's Big Red. Back to Meeks. Just 4 to shoot. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
The kiddies checked in for the Grizzlies. Hudson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
At the line for Memphis.
First free throw is good. Garbage man, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Hudson drops them both. Spurs trail by 13. Now here is Smith over Shepard. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Out to the wing. Outside, Fisher. Inside, and stolen by Zeller. Pass to Garbage Man. Smith feeling it out a bit to the middle, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Pick by Zeller. To the inside. And the dunk by Zeller.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
1:56 left in the third quarter. Hudson the pass to Meyer. Outside, Fisher. Here's Shepard. A three-pointer, no good. Spurs trail by 11. Smith with it. Now defended by Fisher. It's Meeks outside. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 5th assist in this one. Down low, here's Meyer. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Clutch has got 8 points.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Smith on the wing. Pass to Big Red. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Zeller against Hudson. Here's Shepard. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Shepard's got 16 points here in the second half. Here's Big Red. He's got 29 points. Outside, Meeks. Rebound by the kid. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Prime time's checked in for the Grizzlies. Tiny comes in for Hudson. The Spurs also changing it up. Fresh is checked in for Silk. The Magician comes in for Zeller. And it's Vaughn in for Smith. Here's Big Red. It's rebounded by Memphis. Tiny's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court right now for the Spurs. Garbage man out there with Zeller. Then it's Smith. Then there's Vaughn. And it's Keller in at the 5.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Pass to Tiny. Hudson with a screen on Smith. A nice shot by Hudson. Hudson's got 20.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Smith outside. Three-pointer. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Vaughn.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Ellis outside. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hudson. Jacks up a 3. Vaughn with the rebound. Vaughn's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Keller. Good work there as it goes. Fresh has got his first points of the game.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Here's Tiny, covered by Smith. And the basket by Tiny.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Spurs trail by 12. Smith outside. Pass to Vaughn. Here is Garbage Man. And here is Zeller. Here is Garbage Man. He's guarded by Ellis. 5 to shoot. Fresh can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Here's the kid. Ellis kicks to Hudson. Right wing. Pulls it up. And the wing jumper offline. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Keller passes to Smith. Now here's Fresh. Here's Vaughn. Tiny grabs the board. Tiny's got 6 rebounds in the game. Hudson. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Pass to the kid. Back to Ellis. Shot clock at 6. Garbage man with the rebound. Spurs trail by 12. Vaughn can't get it to go.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Here's Gardner. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. And that's 10 points for Tiny.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
18 feet out. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Clutch, he's checked in for the kid. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Wells is checked in. Timeout, Spurs.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Spurs trail by 18. Pass to Garbage Man. Back to Zeller. Can they get it? And here is Wells. And the three off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the paint. Here's Keller. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Wells in the corner. Here's Vaughn. Now Zeller over Hudson. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Gardner passes to Meyer. Near the three-point line, it's Ellis. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the ball.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Memphis.
Memphis leading by 18. Here's Hudson. Pass to Tiny. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Second team foul. At the line for two.
And that one misses. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Fisher comes in for Hudson. And Shepard subbed in for Ellis. San Antonio also making some changes. Silks checked in for Fresh. The Magician comes in for Zeller. And Big Red subbed in for Vaughn. And Meeks kicks to Van Vliet. Here's Wells. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pass to Shepard. To the inside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And that's 13 points for Tiny.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Wells with it. Fires for three. And Clutch pulls it down. Here's Tiny. Outside, Fisher. Screen by Fisher. Pass to Clutch. Second chance effort. It fails to fall. Now shooting just a little better than 50%. 5 for 9. Spurs trail by 18. Now here's Wells. Meeks on the wing. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the court. That one goes in, and that's now 37 points for ABC.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clutch has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Gardner passes to Keller. Kicks it out to Fisher. Here's Shepard. And it's off from three-point range. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Down low, here's Gardner. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Reyes, the pass to Meeks, and he dunks it down.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Pass to Primetime. To the middle, here's Gardner. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him.
Reyes, the pass to Van Vliet. Here's Wells. Van Vliet sets the pick for Wells. Meeks on the wing. Here's Reyes. It's good from long range. Reyes has got 32 points.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
The Grizzlies call timeout. The Grizzlies making a change here. Hudson's checked in. Then for the Spurs, Zeller comes in for the Magician, and it's Vaughn in for Garbage Man. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. Told them, pedal to the metal. Adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. And start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Hudson against Zeller. Over Hudson. And the Spurs scoring again. Here's Shepard. Lets it go with a three. No good that time. Spurs trail by 15. Zeller passes to Reyes. Now, here's Meeks. Guarded closer. Inside. Big Red, no good. Memphis has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Fisher looking it over. Out to the right wing. And it's Shepard missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Memphis.
On a given night, one or two guys might have the off night from the line, but today the team did a much better job with their free throws.
They did lose focus, and it made a difference.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for ABC.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Pass to Meeks. Here's Big Red. Wells with it. Defended by Fisher. 4 on the shot clock. Meeks on the wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Clutch. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul, 13 foul.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Mann passes to Smith. To the inside, Keller. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Here's the kid. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control.